All
Oh,
right.
he's
Should we
that was
start with
fun.
how about San Diego mayoral race? Let's start there.
Oh, that's
Okay,
fun.
that's a good one.
That's my
Yeah,
favorite. I don't even live in San Diego, and it's my favorite.
So who wants
yeah.
to, anybody want to start about it or jump right in?
I mean, I guess I'll start. So, if you have had the privilege of watching any of these debates that Gloria has resisted for quite a while until a couple of weeks ago, they are complete poop shows. Because if you see the way that Gloria holds himself, it's all condescending pompousness. It's everything pompous. It's everything we've been doing is working. We just need to keep doing more. We need to keep begging the government, and everything is fine. Everything is great. You know, butterflies and rainbows. But I feel like when you compare the two between Gloria and Turner, Turner is providing and expressing that urgency and that frustration that I think San Diegans are, for the most part, sick of being ignored about and pretending like everything is fine. You know, you could look at any level of government and it's almost like they don't see the reality that half the population sees. And because there's no acknowledgement of that, it's I mean, the clear contrast between someone like Turner who's exhibiting like, hey, we need some urgency. You're off campaigning in Las Vegas for Kamala Harris, probably for a future appointment, he hopes. San Diego has its own laundry list of things that deserve full attention. So I don't know, that part really upsets me because it's not as if things are great in San Diego and he should just be off helping his friend Kamala. Um,
Are you?
but yeah,
You're actually in the city of San Diego?
I am. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Little
I am
Italy.
not. I am very far removed. I am up in North Orange County.
Yeah,
But
and I think
go ahead.
you know,
Sorry.
as big as no, no, I just as big as San Diego is, I think a lot can get lost around the county from what goes on in San Diego. I mean, I live in Little Italy, right near downtown San Diego. So when you hear people talking about the stuff that goes on in downtown, it does. When you hear people complaining about the craziness and wild behavior that goes on in downtown San Diego, it's happening. I mean, just yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I got a report that it was a naked woman running around the streets 600 feet away. I mean, I have the Citizens app, which I would caution you getting because you really get a scope of the crimes going on in your area and it gives you the police report and everything that's detailed going on. So, if you really want to know how things are going, download that app because it's all live by the moment crime reports. And, I think if again you're not experiencing this type of stuff every day, hearing screaming, or if you're not engaging in any of that by just living in the area, then it's just full fear mongering, and it's like no, there's serious crap going on, and it happens mostly at night, but not always.
I'm right there with you. We just moved to Hillcrest, so we're
Oh,
right here in the city.
yeah,
So we see it on a daily basis. I'm not sure if the naked homeless lady you're referring to is the same naked homeless lady who runs around outside our office building and screams bloody murder. Might be the same, or maybe there's multiple naked homeless ladies running around Little
Flood.
Italy, that area.
yeah,
But yeah, I think Gloria has been someone who has done the bare minimum, and I've talked to local politicians who have reaffirmed this observation that he is a politician who does like the bare minimum just to like get by. Like he doesn't want to commit to anything and doesn't want to take a controversial stance on anything. He does just enough so he can like grab that upper rung.
mhm,
My issue with Larry Turner, and Camille and I have talked about this a lot, is obviously the issue that is glaring to us is the whole, where does he actually live? Does he live in San Diego? Does he live in El Cajon?
Lives in El Cajon.
Camille's done a lot of research and she does the research. She's got the receipts.
Their last
That kind of,
week.
to me, that, I think that was a turnoff for me personally. It's kind of those things where like, I don't like Gloria. I think Gloria has been god awful for the city. I miss Kevin Faulconer. Things were great when Kevin Faulconer was mayor. Things were clean and respectable down here. But it kind of worries me that this whole El Cajon San Diego thing happened because if he's willing to fudge the truth on that, then I wonder what else he's willing to fudge the truth on. And that kind of worries me about Larry Turner. To be honest, I think this is one vote. Like, I'll probably just like not vote for either of them. And I'm not telling anybody how to vote. I'll just probably, I'm just telling you my personal feeling about San Diego is I'll probably just skip it and be like, meh, okay. Now, I'm sure if Gloria wins by one vote, everyone's going to come back and kill me over it. But
You're on record not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm on
No,
record saying
on paper, Turner's like clearly the best choice. You know what you're gonna get with Gloria. No, you don't even know what you're gonna get with Gloria. Like, because he may check out and just things get worse. And so I understand Turner's been a cop there for like years. I don't know how many years, but for me, we've been attacking Carl DeMaio over his residency, and so we should be probably giving the same treatment to Larry Turner. And I do know that he has not moved out of his El Cajon residence, and El Cajon is like 20-ish miles northeast, I think, of San Diego. And I just wonder what is the goal here? Why is he pretending to do this? And that's what makes me not trust him. Again, he's not on my ballot. I'm not even in that county. So like,
Sure.
I'm not voting and I'm not telling anyone how to vote. I'm just saying my reservations here. I'm glad I'm not in this situation, because I think I would also have to be like, I'm abstaining, but this is important to me. This is my city. So which one? And so I am, Zach, I'm not like, even nothing is like, I'm trying to tell you what to do or anything like that.
No, yeah, of course.
These would be my reservations.
Yeah, and they're absolutely legit. And I think living in the city and being faced with this decision, I will say this has probably been, for myself personally, in many cases one of the most difficult elections when it comes down to certain, like, either candidates or some of the propositions in ways. Just because there's a lot of nuance to making these decisions, right? Just because you voted for someone doesn't mean you support them. Really, I mean,
True.
I know there's a crux of people trying to associate. Oh, well, you voted for him, you support the guy, you sign off, you co-sign, you da, 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 da.
Right.
It's like, okay, I mean,
it's
I
like what
get it.
we're talking about Trump. You're not
the
choosing
same thing.
your Valentine, your partner in life. You're
My goodness,
Right.
the temporary
it's-
office position,
exactly.
elected in, what do you guys, 4 years? 4 years, and you choose
Yes,
someone
4.
else? Which, yes,
Mhm.
a lot can happen in 4 years. But yeah, this isn't a life commitment. It's not a religion.
No.
It's not, you're
No,
just like, okay, I know that things have gotten really bad under Gloria.
Exactly.
This is my other option. I definitely don't trust Gloria.
Yeah, and I the way I exactly, and I think the way I conceptualize it, or I guess justify it myself, is, in many respects, downtown, or just San Diego, the city of San Diego has had a boot on the throat of it, and it's been applying every week that goes by. That pressure seems to have gotten heavier, and I feel like in many voters' minds, kind of relieving that foot, even if it comes with someone that has some questions to their residency, or their, if they're lying or what would have you. I think there's a lot of people that are gonna be like, you know what, that's sketchy, but the stuff that Gloria has verifiably been doing is far more sketchy to the city and to my life. And for those reasons, I think that's how it can boil down. Hope so, because I don't think another 4 years of Gloria is anything positive for the city of San Diego. It's a tough one, because and then I'm sure people are getting the news that a local lawyer, just dumped, I think, 3.5 or 1.5 or 1.3 million dollars into Turner's race.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of money to dish out single-handedly.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had that much money to just hand over to a politician.
For political,
yeah, I agree with all those points. And obviously, being here in like the beating heart, like, I live in an area, and then I drive downtown, and my life literally revolves around a 5 square mile radius. Like, I thought about that the other day. I was like, I really don't go anywhere outside of this 5 mile radius. I live and do everything really close. I see it every day. I'm in it. I'll be happy if Gloria loses. I'll be ecstatic that he loses. And maybe Turner proves me wrong. Maybe this was like a hiccup and an oversight on his part to be like, maybe you should have taken care of this beforehand rather than come out and say all this. I don't know. New candidate, new politician didn't understand what he had to do. So
I will say, I think, and I'm sure Camille can probably verify or just refute me what I'm saying, but I feel like I heard it was associates of Todd Gloria that filed this lawsuit and did it in a way to try and play this type of semantic game. I don't know. It was it was a big story in the beginning, and then it sort of like fizzled out. So I don't know.
It is kind of fishy that there was a lawsuit, and then as soon as he passed the primary, they dropped the lawsuit, because it's like, well, if it's a valid claim, why would you just keep going? All right. So predictions on Gloria versus Turner. Now this is when we get to put you to the test and get it on the record. What do you think? Gloria.
We're gonna revisit these predictions and see how on or off.
See where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the point. This is election prediction episode. So
don't be wrong.
Keeping in mind that the most recent poll, which was the 22nd, has Gloria up by 16 points.
I think Gloria wins. I'm not there. That's just my prediction. That's not saying I hope you win.
Hold on.
Sure.
He's up by 16, but 19% remain undecided. Not saying they'll all break for Turner, but
19% of what number, though?
Of 530 likely voters. If that's the sample. So I think it will be closer than Gloria probably likes, and he'll probably eke out a victory. I think he's got the machine. He's got the Democratic machine down here in San Diego. And, whoever his deputy mayor is will eventually this kind of goes to later predictions, so I won't make any predictions about where he ends up. He'll probably be mayor for the next 4 years until he has to move on to statewide office.
Is he termed out?
It's 2 terms, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So, all right. Any other predictions? Did we get everybody?
One Zach's prediction.
Oh, what's Zach's prediction?
So this is there's a part of me that has done the rational work and looked at the logistics and the numbers and the data and kind of the landscape and kind of understand things through that lens. But then there's a side of me that's like, look, I've seen upsets happen. I've seen crazy swing things happen. And so I'm going to continue to be enthusiastic that Turner can pull this one out. That being said, I'm not naive to the power grip that Gloria has over San Diego resources and industry, just much like Fletcher had. And I know that having that kind of gridlock or that kind of full on important parts of San Diego industry really puts you kind of gives you the tips the hat to a shoe-in, just because how large those interests are. So like you said, I think it's going to get close, and I think that being close will energize a bunch of Republicans and independents for future types of races, given he would be termed out. And I do think Gloria will probably edge over the top on this one.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think he will. Although I've seen a lot more Larry Turner signs in this neighborhood than I have.
100%. So have I, same in my neighborhood as well. Like, I don't see Todd Gloria stuff. So that's why I'm also like...
1.3 million could buy a lot of signs.
Hey, thanks for checking out the California Underground Podcast. If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you subscribe, like, share, review, comment, all that stuff. That helps with the algorithm, helps people find us more. And if you want to learn more, you can always listen to our full podcast at Apple, Spotify, Google, all those different places that you basically find podcasts. Or if you just want to keep watching clips, you can check out clips here, or you can subscribe to our channel right here, somewhere in here.